Hey guys, you should have already watched your right here. You should have watched the 5 types of text structure. This week we're really going to be focusing on 3 main types. 3 to 4. We're going to be focusing on chronological order or sequencing. We're going to focus on compare, contrast, cause and effect, and description. Okay, so those are the 4 main ones that we're going to be focusing on. And this is probably going to be multiple videos. I apologize now, but I want to make sure that we really understand things as we're getting into our small groups today. So we're going to be working on understanding these text structures that I just mentioned. A text structure is like the building or the framework of a text. Okay, so just like buildings have to be built a different way, certain texts need to be built a specific way in order to help you better understand the information in them. Knowing the text structure helps us understand it so much better. So we're going to kind of skip through some of this just because I don't want this video to be so extremely long. The first one we're really focusing on is called chronological order. Can you say chronological order? When we say chronological order or sequencing, we're going to hold up fingers 1, then 2, then 3, because that's what chronological order, it tells us how things happen in a specific order. So again, it's called sequence or sometimes time order. So an author might use chronological order to write about a frog. First, it's a tadpole, then it grows larger, then it becomes a frog. Okay? You'll know that you're reading something in chronological order because you're going to see words like first, next, later, then, and finally. Those words, if you remember, are our transition words, okay? Transition words help take us through time. And so that's how we know that it's a chronological order text. So you'll see the chronological order in directions. Have you ever made macaroni and cheese? It's simple. First, boil some water and make some macaroni. That's the first step. Then make your cheese sauce. That's step 2. After the cheese sauce is ready, mix it with the macaroni. That's step 3. Bake the entire thing in the oven. 4. Finally, it's time to eat. 5. They are telling you what to do in an order. Here they've highlighted those transition words to let you see that this is clearly a chronological order text. So now we're going to compare these 2 paragraphs and we're going to see which of these are in chronological order, okay? Starting with the one in the greenish text on the left. Pennsylvania has many historic sites. You can visit Revolutionary War sites like Valley Forge. You can also visit important locations from the Civil War like Gettysburg. Finally, you can also see the site of the first oil well in Titusville. Pennsylvania has many neat places to visit, and I know Aubriella has been there. So I'm seeing a couple of things here. I wanted the pen, and I see finally, which is a transition word, okay? But that's really the only one that I'm seeing. So now let's look over here and see if we can find something in chronological order. Through the ages, Pennsylvania has seen many interesting events. The state was founded in 1681, so that's a time, okay? Time order by William Penn. Later, Pennsylvania was the site of the important Revolutionary War battles. After that, Pennsylvania was home to new factories during the Industrial Revolution. Today, there's transition word again, it's telling us now. Pennsylvania continues to make history. Okay, so you tell me, do you think Article 1 in green or Article 2 in white, which of those do you believe would be our chronological order? That's not what I meant to do. Sorry. I'm struggling with my buttons here. Okay. So this is the paragraph. If you said text 2 in white was chronological order, these were our clues. Through the ages, a year, later, after that, today. The green text only had 1 transition word. So that was a pretty good clue that this was not in telling us throughout time in chronological order. We are going to kind of skip through this because I want to get on over to compare and contrast. Okay, so if the author doesn't want to show how something happened in an order, in a sequence, they could do compare and contrast, which is something that we've just worked on. It should be still very familiar to you. So if you wanted to compare and contrast